Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. In today's video we are going to be upgrading, or you can call it installing if you want, the wireless card in my laptop. Now the laptop we have here is the Dell Inspiron 15R N5110. So it's 2 years old now, 2 or 3 years old, it depends, because they sold this in 2011 as well. I got mine in 2012 though, so it's coming on. It's just gone 2 years old. So I thought I'd just give it a bit of a wireless card upgrade. Now the current wireless card has been changed before in here. It's currently got an Intel Centrino N2230, but I decided I'm going to upgrade it to I don't know whether this camera's going to pick it up, but it's an AC wireless adapter by Intel as well. Intel dual band wireless AC 7260. So it's got dual band N as well. It should be, I think, and dual band wireless AC. It can support speeds up to 867 megabits per second. Sorry, through wireless AC and 300 megabits per second through wireless N. So let's get on with it. So the first thing you're going to do, if you've got this specific model, this will apply for all models because the way they install the card, it'll go in the same way, so it will work with most laptops. This is the though if you have an older laptop, say from 2007 or 2008, you're going to have to get a PCI card. This is a PCI Express half size PCI Express card, which will be going inside around here. This is where the wireless card is. It's around here in this specific computer. So to access this, to get into it, we need a flathead screwdriver. Now this is the tricky part because you need to get the keyboard up, which is what we're going to do first. I think, if I remember right, it's been a while since I've taken it apart, so there might actually be some screws on the bottom. Let me have a look. I don't know whether there is, but we'll come through that. If there is, we will. But anyway, so the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to, if you've got the specific model, you'll know how to do it. Well, now that I've shown you, I can show you. You might notice some little notches here, and you might wonder what they are for. On the laptop, these are so that you can actually take the keyboard off. So what you do is you push down. There's an actual little clip. You push it back slightly, and you've got to then try and pry the keyboard up. So this is really difficult, but also try not to damage your computer a bit apart. So it's kind of difficult to do. Like that. You've got a bit one up. You've got to try and push the notch like under the keyboard. So it's kind of, difficult, but you can do it. So like that. Now we've pried up the keyboard. Make sure when you do it, look down that sort of line there, vertically. You'll see that if you're actually pushing the notch underneath. Now once you've done that, you might hear a slight click here, but I think that just might be my laptop. Pull it up. You need to pull up the keyboard like that. Push up like that. It'll come out. Be careful. Now you'll see a tab under here, holding the keyboard connector in place. What you'll need to do is you'll need to lift this black tab up, like so. This will lift up, like so. Lift back like that. Pull this out gently, like so, and then just set the keyboard to one side. The next step is we're going to have to remove this specific palm rest. And to do that, you'll need to turn the keyboard, the computer upside down. So we'll do that now. So, and you'll need to remove all the screws on. So let's start by unscrewing all the screws. So, start here. No specific order where you need to start. Just start wherever you want. Now, before you say if you're doing what I'm doing, upgrading the wireless card, remember to uninstall the previous driver first. You don't have to, but it's just easier, and then you know it's gone, and should work better. And then you won't get wireless card. Drivers won't get confused and stuff like that. So remove all the screws, like I said. Some of them might be a little bit harder to get up. Now, if you have a HP laptop, it may be a little bit difficult to do a wireless card upgrade because some HP laptops don't like upgrading the wireless card. I've tried it before when I had a HP Pavilion laptop. It wouldn't like change the wireless card, it had to have that specific one in, and it wouldn't like anything different. So you might be a bit stuck on them. So, but with Dell, they seem to be alright. They're not bothered if you put a new wireless card in. I just think that's just how Dell are specifically. I don't think they're not bothered. So there we go. So that's how another, you know. Now the reason why I've decided to go for a wireless AC card is because we are going to need to I picked a wireless AC card because I'm future-proofing the computer for when should we get an AC router. I haven't got a current need for it at the moment, but it's there for, and it costs about £16, which is rather cheap for a wireless AC card. So remember to remove the battery as well, but as we haven't really done anything too electrical, we've only removed the keyboard, which isn't really going to shock you. We haven't removed it, but once we take all screws out, we'll remove the battery. They always recommend you remove the battery first, which you can do. That's not a problem. It's just that I've used it with the battery and I've done all the screws and stuff like that, and it hasn't been much. It hasn't been any problem. So remember, if I have to take the screw off here, I can't remember now. It's been a while since I've done this, you see. So this is the memory slot as well. So if you decided to upgrade the memory, it's still going to be in there. It's just out there. So looking like I don't actually need to use that, I can just put that back on again. Right. Okay. So now we're going to get more into the computer. So to do that, we're going to need to remove the battery now, because obviously we're going to get into the electrical part of the system now. So we're going to have to remove the battery if they come out. There we go. To that side as well. Turn the computer over. Lift up the lid and continue to remove the screws on the palm rest. So there's one here. Luckily they also tell you the replacement screw type as well, so you lose them. So that's useful in Dell's case. So now, if you're wondering what specifications of my laptop is, I can tell you that it's got a Core i5 2450, I think, M, so it's 2.5 gigahertz. It can go as high as 3.1 on Turbo Boost, so that's not too bad. It's got 6 gigs of DDR3 RAM, 750 GB hard drive, NVIDIA GeForce GT 525M graphics card as well as the integrated one, DVD drive. It's not bad. It's not a bad computer at all, really. So yeah. So now once you've removed the screws, remove all these little, bits like the power button, there's the front panel connectors and such like, and then touchpad. And once you've done that, we now need to start undoing the front and actually taking off this specific palm rest. Now to do that, you're going to need a screwdriver again, and you're going to have to pry out the sides as we did before. Now you've got to get it in somewhere where it won't scratch the case. So somewhere like here at the back. Make sure you get it in all the way. And this bit here, I don't know whether you can see, but there's a bit between there and there. And that bit there it needs to be separated to that bit. So when you take it apart, you need to make sure they separate. So, and that can be a little bit hard to make it do that. So just go around with the screwdriver around the case of the computer. Use a sharp knife blade if you want to do it. It might be better actually than using a screwdriver, because it can also make it have screwdriver dents marks inside of the computer, which isn't very good. All the way around the computer, like you would. Remember to remove the SD card as well, SD card blanking card from the case as well. So as we go around, continue as you would. And here it click up. That's normal. Now this is the bit where we've got to separate it between here and the actual top part up here. So just push down at the top up there. I don't know whether you saw that, but basically you push down the screwdriver between that hinge cap and the palm rest, and push up like that, and it'll all come out. Push the screwdriver in, it'll all come out. Then there you go. Just remove it. Simple as that. And now this is all the internal computer parts now inside the computer. So, and the bit we're interested in is the actual wireless card over here. Now, so the first thing we're going to need to do is make sure you're also in an anti-static area. Remember to remove static electricity by touching something metal, or wearing an anti-static wrist strap, or making sure that you're in an anti-static area, like I said, or any other anti-static precautions. So the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to remove this wireless card. So now if I bring the laptop down a bit, we can actually make it easy for us. Now to remove it, we're going to need to remove these two antennas first. So just lift them, pull your finger, lift them up with your finger, like that, and they'll come up like that. So just set them to the side a bit. Unscrew the screw on the side of the wireless card. It'll come up. And now you'll need that, so just keep it to the side once. Now it'll pop up like that. It'll be all like that. That's just normal. That's for normal for a wireless card. So remove it, just pull it up, and it'll come straight out. And just set that to one side. For the new wireless card, you will just need to do the same. Just remove it from its packaging, like you would, like so. Like so. Again, you'll do the same method. You will line it up with the PCI adapter. I don't know whether you can actually see it. If I tip it aside, you can see the notch here on there, and I don't know whether it'll pick it up, but if you can see there, that will go in like that. So you'll just line it up again and just push it in. Simple as that, really. And then push it down and then screw it in. Simple as that, really. Isn't typically too difficult. And that's it, really. That's all the wireless card installed. So now we just need to put the antennas back on. Simple again. Do the same as what you did to remove them. Well, apart from this time you're pushing them down. So put them on top, make sure they line up, and then just push down like that. Simple as that. That's it. That's how to install the wireless card in your laptop or upgrade it. That's how they do it. So now to put the we're gonna have to put palm rest back on. So again, just grab the palm rest. I will zoom out this now. And so to do this, we just need to again line it up here, push down, and just push round and push it all back in again, like so. So it's all in. Then you just need to connect up all these little things again, your power connector, so you can actually turn the computer on. That'll be useful. And again for the touchpad. You keep screwing them down. If that went off, then which it did, my camera did, and I didn't notice. But basically, what you do is you just push down and you just screw them in. And if this didn't catch it up, you just push the palm rest in and clip round. Unfortunately, my camera only has a 9.5 recording time until it cuts off, but I forgot all about it. Never mind. And again, just push down slightly and just screw them in. And that's about it, really. We can actually put the keyboard back on as well. Simple way. Again, just first of all we need to plug it in. So to do that, just hold it up, and so you're going to need to plug it in to the connector here, and make sure that this black bit here is back, like that. Line up the notches on the corners here of the keyboard, if you can see them, yeah, like that, to the notches on the connector, which the camera won't pick up because the camera's not that good at detailed photos and detailed videos. Plug it in if you can. It's quite a faff one. The keyboard is quite faff though. So once it's in like that, just close it again, And now we can slot the keyboard in. Simply just line it up here. There's some slots down the corner here, so push it in, it'll go in like that, and push it down. All in. Sorry, that's it. That's all you need to do to install the keyboard back in, and now we need to turn it around and continue screwing it all back in, and screwing all the screws back in, which is not really an interesting thing, and you've seen me do it. It's just the same way as you would put them back together again, and yeah, so. Now with most things you'll probably end up having 1 or 2 screws left over. Now that always happens when you take laptops apart and some desktops as well. That's just happened to me. I've got a spare screw here now from somewhere within this computer. So what I'll probably do at some point is I'll try and find out where it went and put it back. But for now, for testing purposes, we can just put it all back together, turn it on, and show you how to show you how to install the drives. Now I'm going to show you how to install the drivers for it, for this wireless card. Now to do that you just need to turn it on, obviously. And then I'll go and get it ready. And I'll show you on screen how to set up the wireless card. Hello, welcome back to the second part of this video. The second part of this video involves me installing the driver for the AC wireless card we just installed a minute ago. So first thing you're going to need to do, because obviously there's no driver installed, Windows might pick it up automatically, but it shouldn't do. Depends on how the computer is configured, because sometimes Windows has the driver built in for some network adapters. So, but we're going to download it from Intel, because obviously that's the one, they're the company who provide the drivers and obviously know how the device works. So we're going to download the driver from there. So to get on the internet, we're going to need to plug in our Ethernet cable. Luckily I've already got one pre-plugged in, so I just need to click it in and it's connected straight away. The next thing you're going to need to do is you need to go to Google Chrome, and we need to go to Intel. So we're going to need to go to Intel Download Center, like so. It's about download wrong. Intel Download Center. And we're going to then need to find our Pacific wireless card, which will be in the list of active products. So we're going to go to wireless networking, Intel wireless products, I think. Let's have a look. Yes, there it is, 720. There we go. Not the one for desktop, because obviously this isn't a desktop card. The desktop card is actually the same as the laptop one. It's got the laptop adapter, but plugs into like a mini PCI, laptop PCI to a desktop PCI adapter, if you get what I mean. So it's a converter basically. It plugs into a converter for it to work. So what we need to do is we just need to click on the one above it. Like that, press find. Select your operating system. Mine's Windows 7 64-bit. If you're not quite sure, go to Start, right click Computer, and it'll tell you what type of operating system you're running. So in this case we can tell it's a 64-bit operating system. So we need to look for the 64-bit version, which is here. Once you found that, press the link, the top one. This now you're going to be presented with 4 options and which to download. Now one stands for driver software, one stands for software. Now all we really need is the driver software. We don't need any of the Intel software really for it to run. You can download the Intel software if you want to, but I'm only going to download the driver software. So to download the driver software, we just press the DS64. Just download. Accept. That will start it off. Press no on here, and it will, or yes if you want to do a survey, and let it download. It shouldn't take too long to download. Once it's done, we can simply just double click it. Just give it a second. There we go, double click it, and the driver should automatically install itself. Now at this stage I like to see if it's actually installing. For it to work, I go to Device Manager, and generally we can see actually installing itself, so it's doing it now. So if we watch it, network controllers, that is the wireless card, as the computer hasn't picked it up. So what we need to do is wait for it, and it should change in a minute. This can take some time, so I'll just speed up the video and we'll come back when it's installed. So as you can see, it's now installed itself. The wireless adapter driver has installed. It's now available and ready to you know, begin you know, its useful life. To test to make sure there is there, press the button in the corner. It should come up in a minute with wireless networks. Turn the wireless on, that would help. It's supposed to actually install with the wireless off, and it'll just tell you some wireless networks that are in the area. So as we can see, yeah, that's how to install the driver for the Intel wireless adapters. They're quite easy to do, and you can set all the wireless modes and how to do it all in the box. You don't have to, if you're not quite sure how to do, if you know what to do, just you know, leave it, because obviously you don't want to stop it from working. So as we can see, we can't really change a lot anyway in this one. It's kind of not really changeable. So that's about it. That's how to install the driver for the Intel dual band wireless card. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much.